Hello guys, True Nightmare here, and today we're doing a little Minecraft creation on this island, which I built myself. So basically I pre-built this island. It's not the best looking island in the world, it's got a little few like messed up areas here and there. But yeah, that is part of the whole point of this process. I'm just quickly doing an island tour to show you guys what the island looks like. But we are going to be building on this island, making it look good. I'm going to redo this little island tour again at the very end, and just to show you what it all looks like. So this is the test to see whether or not you guys like the time-lapse series, and this will not be used in the final product that I make eventually, but because I want to make an RPG map that we can all play on, have custom quests and all that sort of stuff, which would be pretty nice. Now, depending on how many likes this series gets, I may add this to like as a special island in the actual RPG, because I can just like teleport over. But for now, it's mainly just to test to see whether or not you guys actually want to see me build this. And as we start, I am just doing the layout of the village that I'm planning. We're starting by creating the stone walls for the town hall, which we'll be doing later in the series, and building a few paths. I wanted to get the layout base done first, so if there's going to be an error with the actual layout of the town, we should be able to spot it ASAP. And now I'm just trying to get the. I was counting to catch the actual entrance point of the town, and I may make that gate bigger a bit later. But as for now, it serves its purpose. As you can see, I'm using a bit of world edit to quickly do the pass. This helps quite a lot, and I use it a few times. I don't use it for anything too big, mainly paths and flooring, and you'll see it again in a bit. I'm using the raw wood logs to ideally point out where buildings are going to be. In the centre I tried placing a rough location for a well. I had a few issues trying to mark that out, but I eventually got down to a good sized well. And now you can see I'm filling in on the inside of the walls on one of these buildings. A few of these buildings actually do get quite a few blocks of distance between the two, so we can use the inside instead of going on the out. And there I am building more paths. This is going to be the housing district that I'm currently working in. Going to have a little bit of housings, and here we are building some very basic shops. Now I realised when I started doing that the inside was going to be way too small for the shops, so I went around, finished, did the outside. So they're going to be designed slightly different from the houses and other buildings that we are going to be building in this. So I came along, and I was having problems trying to build the wall, because it was an 18 block wide wall, and then I just thought, why not divide it by 2, like most walls are? And well, like the easy way of dividing walls. So I came around, did a bit of that. And I came back to the centre, and I wanted to build around this well. It's going to be a very important well. It's going to be where they get all their water, if there's a fire, where the emergency is going to be. Placed a few flowers there to try and liven up the place a little, and a small benching area that goes just in there. I started by using mossy cobble in the well, after cutting out its path as well, for the more water-based areas. Didn't want to use too much, because you know it's water. It's not going to be too mossy, but it's going to be wet. So I started toying around with a roof design for this well. At first I wasn't too sure if it was going to work well. I'm kind of not too sure now, but it does work for what I'm trying to go for. So as you can see, I'm spending a bit of time on this well. I actually went inside the well and just replaced all the dirt with stone, so it looks better on the inside. And that's the well finished. Then I continued with the rest of the walls for the town hall, filling in all the locations behind it. As the walls fell down a little, I decided to build it 2 blocks high so the top of the wall would always stay the same height. And I did have a little bit of a problem with the back wall, as it's not evenly spread out by 2s. So I was messing around a little. As you can see, I was a bit confused at the beginning, but I decided eventually to have it as 2 fences, and it worked pretty well. Now I'm going around and putting iron fences between all the stone to give it a more secure look. And then I thought we should build up a few of the houses. Now I didn't go too much in depth, but just started building up the edges of that one shop, and then started replacing the floors of all the buildings, because the buildings are going to be here. We know they're going to be here, so it was easy just to put the floors in. Next I started building up this building, which at first I was considering making into a slightly larger house, but then I had the great idea of making it into a library, because we've got no sort of schools or any sort of systems like that. It would make great sense to have some sort of place where people can read, the smart people like not me. So that was an interesting idea I had. And here we can see I'm starting to build up the library. I decided it should have a 2nd floor because most libraries I know don't have 1 floor. I come from an area where floors are important. No, I've just, yeah. The 2nd floor of the library is actually higher up than the current roof on the other area. That area there, the other area is going to just be another roof, as I'm starting to build now. I've never really been good with roofs, so this is kind of the issue with me. So I went along, did some stone trimmings, and I was going to use wood for the inner side, and I decided to use spruce wood when you see me use it, because I don't like the idea of using one type of wood. Kind of throws me off a little. As you can see, we're using spruce stairs to build up. And I came up with the pattern of using stair, the block goes 1 higher, then 2 high, and then 1 higher again. But I also want to be next to 1 high piece of roofing to stretch out a little bit more than the last one. Starting to build the roof on the smaller section of the library now, and this is probably going to be used for a sitting area underneath, but having to blend the roofs was not an easy task, but it was doable. I wasn't too sure what I wanted all the time, and sometimes it just kind of got a little bit messy, but I kept the same style as the other roof, and it seemed to work pretty well. I also then went ahead and put in coloured glass into the top part of the roof for the ends, and then I went with the white glass panels for the actual windows of the building. I then decided this outside area that I made previously should be some sort of little park area, and put a tree in it because it looks nice. And putting the vegetation around the building just to give it those kind of final touches that a building really needs. It kind of puts it back into the environment. I also put a beam in the very top of the roof. This helps separate the 1 block wide roof, and I put stone slabs around it, on top of it. Now you can see me replacing all the brick stones. This is because I accidentally picked up the monster egg stone brick instead of the stone brick at first, and after realizing it, changed them all. I then went around and put fences around the outside of the little windows and doorways to give them more depth. I also thought some nice little bushes would be quite handy. So here we have some finishing touches. I added a few glowstone bricks, a few benches, nothing too much. That's going to be it for this episode. Please like, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye!